So yesterday, actually, I made a post about my, situation about my weight loss. And I told you that I actually lost 9 kilos. And I think you can see it in the videos compared to that because I actually look a little thinner. Maybe you don't see it, but okay. And actually said that I managed to do it in 65 days. And it's actually true. And a lot of you were interested on how I did that and you were interested in details. And so yeah, in this video, I'm going to be talking about that, about my weight loss journey and my journey of feeling much better about myself in my early 30s. Yeah, for many, that's a situation that is very important to take care of because yeah, after your 20s, your weight and sometimes your confidence with it just goes quite a bit down and you need to take care of yourself. And yeah, I hope that this video will help you with something because I'm going to be going to every detail that I can about my diet and my workout and everything, just to tell you how I managed to lose 9 kilos in just 2 months. And yeah, how to feel much better. So without further ado, let me just get to the details. And yeah, whether you're a gamer or content creator or just guy and girl who just saw this video just by accident, so stay tuned for quite a lot of detail. So first things first, let me get to the very beginning. And don't worry, there will be chapters. I think if I won't forget, I will put the chapters just for you to just skip. But yeah, every detail is important just to compare you with me, just to know where I was, where I am, and where you are, just to know whether it works for you or not. So I was actually very skinny when I was much younger. When I started my university, I was actually 17 when I got into my university. I weighed 56 kilos at 180 centimeters tall. And yeah, that's quite a small weight. I was very, very skinny. And in my mid-20s to late 20s, I started gaining quite a lot of weight. And by the time I was married at 25, I weighed more than 80 kilos. And by the December of this year, I weighed almost 95 kilos. Or rather in November, almost 95 kilos. So yeah, I decided to change it. And the last time that I weighed before I decided to get into my weight loss journey was on a new year. I was at 93 kilos. So it's water weight going up and down. So I was 95 kilos. So 93 kilos was the lowest that I could get by the January. So I decided to take everything in my hands. I did a few things here and there and dropped to maybe kilo or something like that until April, but it was not enough. So I decided to start a 75 hard challenge. So if you don't know what 75 hard challenge is, it's a challenge of discipline rather just a weight loss. It focuses on your diet, it focuses on your workout, it focuses on your mindset and things like that. It focuses a lot of different stuff just to teach you how to be more disciplined. So I decided to go with that. I started in the 1st of April of 2023. Today is the day I'm recording is 6th of June of 2023, and on 1st of April I weighed 93 kilos. It was 92 and 9, and today I weighed myself. Today I am at 84 and 2. I weigh myself every day at the same time, at the same situation, with the same clothing. So yeah, the weight loss is quite big. I have not like exactly 9 kilos, but almost 9 kilos. By the time 75 days will pass, and 75 days will pass like around mid-June, I will probably have lost around 10 kilos of weight. So how did I do that? I'm not going to be talking about everything about what 75 hard challenge is because I was not able to go through it because I actually failed. Not because I ate some cheat meal or not because I failed my diet or workout or things like that. I failed because of one very particular reason that I'm going to be talking about. And I still decided to move on despite failing. So we can say that I failed 75 challenge, but I modified the challenge for my needs, for my health, just to keep it going. And as you can see, results are right here. So okay, so what are the things that I actually followed to lose the weight? The rule number 1 is the water intake. Water intake is extremely important, and 75 hard challenge tells that you need to get around a gallon of water every single day. Gallon is around 3.5 to 3.7 liters of water, and it's a huge amount of water. And if you are in your early 20s, that might be an achievable thing, but well, it was not for me. When I started drinking a gallon of water, I was actually following it through and through, and after around 1 week, I felt severe pain in my kidneys. I still kept on going, and for 2 days, my severe pain did not numb down. It continued to become stronger and stronger and stronger until it was even painful for me to pee. I contacted my doctor, and doctor said immediately that I should stop doing that. I should stop drinking that much water because my body is not used to getting that much water. And I had to wind down my water intake because, yeah, my body body does not need that much water. So I decided to listen to my body, how much water does it need, and I dropped down to 2.5 liters, and it felt like perfect ground for me. For yourself, if you want to know how much water do you need to take, well, start with the 2 liters and then increase based on, well, your body requirements. If you feel like you need more water, drink more water. I think 2.5 liter is a perfect ground both for men and for women, and that's important. It should be your rule. There is no point in doing anything else if your water intake is not right, because water intake actually fixes your metabolism and everything. Oh, by the way, I forgot a disclaimer. I'm not a dietitian. I'm saying the stuff that I did. I don't say that things will 100% work for you. So I'm not responsible for anything that will happen, good or bad, with you. So just know that I need to make this disclaimer. So yeah, water intake is the first thing, 100%. You need to get it right for 75 days. That's a rule. Everything that you need to do is just you need to focus that you are doing this for 75 days only. Will it be continuing this after 75 days? Probably you will, just because you want to continue it, not because you need to continue it. So for 75 days, you need to get at around 2.5 liters per day. This must be a rule that you should not fall, that you should not fail. And this contains only pure water. Just water. Nothing else will count toward this goal. Nothing. Rule number 2 that I followed is no liquid calories. These liquid calories are probably the biggest culprit of the weight gain. These are your sodas, these are your juicy, these are your smoothie, these are your milkshakes. Everything should be out of the water. Everything. You should take out everything. And yes, this includes no calorie or sugar-free drinks. Because even if you drink a sugar-free drinks, you're not gaining weight from them, but you crave for sugar. And that's a very important part. And yes, you should take out everything. All you should leave in your diet is water, coffee, tea, without a sugar, without any additive, and you can actually add a little bit of milk to the coffee. That's okay. You're not a robot. You don't need to take everything out, but only milk. That's it. And if the milk is low fat, it's even better. That's a very important thing to do. And remember, you're doing this for only 75 days. You should have resilience to do this for 75 days only. And remember, no liquid calories and no liquid sugar-free drinks as well. Rule number 3 is no sugar at all. You should take out all the candies, all the chocolates, and everything out of your diet. Because when you eat sugar, you crave sugar, and you eat more and more and more and more and more. And if you crave sugar and you don't have sugar, you just eat more food and just crave for more food. You should take out the sugar. This is probably the most difficult part of them all, because sugar is kind of like a drug that, well, has some withdrawals and keeps you in a bad mood, but you will get over it in a few weeks. You should just persist through it. And remember, this is only for the 75 days. You can hold for 75 days, right? The only exception from this rule are whole fruits. You can eat fruit, any amount of fruit, doesn't matter. It's banana, strawberry, cherry, apples, pineapple, whatever you want, you can eat that. This will satisfy your sugar needs, but it should be a whole food, no blender, no nothing. You did it in a whole. In a worst case scenario, it should be just sliced or diced. That's it. It should be, you should chew it and you should eat it a whole. And another exception that I actually didn't use myself, but I think that you can use it, is if you're gonna eat dark chocolate. And yeah, not the dark chocolate that is written on the regular candy bars, which are usually around 40 to 50% cacao. I mean like 70% and up. They're not sweet, they're pretty bitter, and this is the only type of chocolate that you can actually get. Okay, rule number 4 that I followed is a restriction with some food, especially with bread. No bread. You should take out the bread. So for some of you, it might be that big of an issue, but it was for me, because in my country, in my culture, bread goes with everything. I was eating tons of bread, and yeah, bread is refined carbohydrates, and and most of it just goes into your fat. So yeah, you should check out the bread, and this concerns the bread, the regular bread, the burgers, and the pizza as well. You should take it out. And because spaghetti and macaroni and all the similar stuff are also made from wheat and flour, you should take out the spaghetti as well. And another thing that counts in this rule that does not count, that is not actually counted in other rules, is taking off the cheese. You should eliminate cheese as well, because cheese is in the very high calories. You are allowed other dairies, which we're gonna talk about in a second, but you should take out the cheese, because cheese is way too high calorie. Okay, we talked about the things that you cannot eat. Now let's talk about the things that you can eat and you must eat. First things first is your meat. You should eat a lot of beef, and you should eat a lot of chicken. Basically protein. And also eggs count in this way as well. And I'm talking about whole eggs, not egg whites, not egg yolks, I mean whole eggs. You need this, and you need to do this daily because with meat and with a lot of protein, it satiates you more and gives you more energy. And with a workout, it also helps you build your muscle. Some of you might ask, what about the protein shakes? Can I get a protein shakes? Well, technically you can, but it's much better to fill your protein needs with an actual food, not with the protein shakes. So it's better to actually eat meat because it will satiate you more. Protein shakes will not satiate you that much because you're getting still a liquid protein. So it's better to get chicken and beef, and also eggs. I'm starting my morning with eating 4 eggs. I'm eating food with meat on a midday, and yep, I'm gonna say how I eat in a second. If you're interested in how to prepare what type of beef or chicken or eggs you need to eat, you can eat in whatever form that you want. You can eat boiled, you can eat fried, whatever way that you want. You need to just eat in any way that you want. With any spices, any sauces. Spices and sauces are just way too small of a calorie intake to just count in everything. At least it was for me. So you can just add any spice and any sauces that you want and eat it whatever you want, and eat it in whatever way that you want. Now, speaking of frying, you might be interested in how you can fry your eggs, or if you want to fried eggs, or if you want fried chicken or fried beef, how you can fry it. Well, first things first that I eliminated was all the vegetable oils, or rather all the seed oils, because yeah, they're not good for you. They add way too much residue, and they're way too high in calorie intake. And to be fair, I don't like their taste anymore, and none of the seed oils. What I use is butter. You would say, oh, butter is way too high calories and it's not good for you. Well, it is. It's a dairy product, it's an animal product, and I enjoy its taste, and I don't use a lot of it. And yeah, well, you can see the results more or less. It works for me. So I fry my eggs, I fry my beef, I fry my chicken with butter. And you can use olive oil as well, but I still suggest you to refrain from it because olive oil is way too high in calories. Probably you won't pour a little, you will usually over pour because that's how the oils work. Now that's about a protein. You also need to get a lot of carbohydrates because you are not getting any sugar. And for that, probably the easiest option will be rice. But to be fair, any grainy food will do. I eat a lot of rice, I eat a lot of buckwheat. It might not be available for you. It's available more in my countries and post-Soviet countries. And we are used to this. You can also eat quinoa and all the other just grainy foods. Of course, it should not be a wheat-based. Again, you can get all the carbohydrates from this one. And if in the morning you're eating eggs, in the afternoon you can take your beef or chicken and eat it with rice or any other grainy foods. Another food that you can actually take is potatoes. Yes, potatoes are actually great for a diet. It satiates you by a lot, and it has yes, I know it has a lot of starch, but calorically it's quite good to eat. But it's better to eat mashed potatoes or boiled potatoes, and do not eat french fries because they're made with an oil, with a vegetable oil. If you fry the potatoes yourself, it's also pretty good. You can eat any vegetables that you want in any amount that you want, so you can add with the vegetables to your food. You can add tomatoes. Technically tomato is a fruit, but you can count it as a vegetable. You can eat them. You can eat any food that you want with the tomatoes, with the salad, and whatever you want, as long as it will keep you satiated. Also, one kind of like a secret that I use is a dairy product. So in my country, in Georgia, we have a dairy product, yogurt type called mazzoni. And mazzoni is actually a type of yogurt. It's kind of like a Greek yogurt, but it's far lower in calories and it's a bit more sour. So when I eat, so when I'm hungry and I want to eat like very quickly, I eat those because yeah, it's very low in every macro and just mostly water and keeps you satiated quite a lot. Because at 400 grams that I usually eat, which is quite a large amount, it has less than 200 calories, so it's a very satiating and very good food. You can eat Greek yogurt if you want, but it should not have any added sugars. So food-wise, I start my morning with the eggs. It can be fried or boiled. I eat a little bit of vegetables. Then afternoon, I eat meat. I eat my carbohydrates, and in evening, maybe I eat a little bit more meat or a little bit more eggs or a little bit more carbohydrates. Or sometimes I don't eat at all because I'm really quite full. And for the snacks, you can eat fruit if you want, and you can also eat a different type of nuts. It can be peanuts, hazelnuts, whatever that you want. This will all keep you throughout the day. So now as for the workout, in the 75 hard, you actually needed 2 workouts per day or for 45 minutes, and 1 should be outside. And actually follow this through, but in reality, it's not just a workout; it's a physical activity. You need to have some physical activity. So yeah, you can exchange. So we can actually choose what type of workouts that you want to do. So in my case, what I do is I take a walk outside for 45 minutes every single day, no matter the weather, whether it's rain, sunny, hot, it doesn't matter. I just choose the time of day and just go outside and walk for 45 minutes. And if you have a park near you, it's good. If you don't have, just walk in a city. It's not a problem. Just walk around the block for 45 minutes every single day. This will help you a lot, and this will keep you going. As for the second workout, you should not do a heavy workout. You should not lift very heavy weights, and you should not go heavy and crazy, at least in the beginning. It should be a mild workout since you will be doing this every single day. So what I do is I start workout on 15 minutes around on treadmill, then depending on what type of muscle group that I train, I will train on pull-ups, I will train on push-ups, or I will train on a bench press. I will do dips, and usually if I'm doing a leg day, I do a little bit of deadlifts or do a little bit of squats. So it doesn't really matter what workouts you do as long as you do it. And if you have any type of muscle group tired, all you need to do is just, change the muscle group for the next day. Or if you cannot work out, you feel like very tired, just take another walk outside or take another walk on a treadmill. That just works. That's just how it is. Now, as for what you will see if you're going to do everything, if you're going to follow everything, you will see a lot of weight fluctuations. Because you're taking a lot of water, you will pee a lot at the beginning. Because you take out a lot of sugar, the weight will start fluctuating a little bit in the beginning. Because your workout, you feel a little bit more tired you will feel a little bit more tired in the beginning because you are stressing your body quite a lot, at least in the beginning. And you need to weigh yourself every single day, preferably in the morning after you take your morning pee, and weigh yourself either without any clothes or in the same clothes, or probably in just underwear every single morning. You will see your fluctuations. Just expect that. You will see that you will probably gain you might gain an entire kilo in a day, or you might lose an entire kilo in a day. Don't worry, these weight fluctuations are completely normal and you should not be scared. You should just watch your overall weight to see go down in the long run, in the weeks and in the months. You will also often see that your weight will stop on a similar weight for a really long time. For example, for me, it was an 86 kilo month. I was at 86 kilos for around a month. It did not fluctuate, it did not go up, it did not go down, it just stopped right there. It went to there pretty quickly, and after that it started dropping pretty quickly as well. So it's completely okay and completely normal. Do not be scared with that. Now you might be also interested in whether I get any supplements, and yes, I do get supplements, and I will tell you what supplements that I get. I actually started getting supplements at around day 35. I was not getting anything before that, and my supplements are magnesium. I started getting magnesium because I had a little bit of deficiency and I wanted to fix that. I started to get omega-3 fish oil, which is very beneficial no matter whether you're working out or not. And also after day 35, or rather day 40, I started getting creatine. Creatine is good for your muscle growth, and yeah, it's quite natural. I'm getting only 5 grams of creatine per day, and it helped me to feel my muscles a bit more full. I'm not very big. It gives me a little bit more strength to push my workouts a little bit further. Now, another thing that 75 Hards also asks you is to read the 10 pages of self-development books, and I hated this idea because self-development has been ruined beyond everything for me because of these TikTok videos and because of this motivational speaking and gurus, and I really did not want this because I have read quite a lot of self-development books anyways, and I knew that I would not read anything new. So instead what I did is I decided to dedicate 15 to 20 minutes a day to learning something new, some new skill. In this case, it was Spanish for me. So I decided to take a Duolingo app and just learn for 15 minutes a day every single day. That's what I did. That's what you can do as well. You can exchange it with anything you want. You can learn coding for 15 minutes a day. You can learn, knitting for 15 minutes a day. Whatever you want. You might think that that's not a lot, but in 75 days, this thing adds up. 15 to 20 minutes a day adds to 2 hours per week, almost 2 hours per week. And that's actually pretty good results. So overall, this was what I did. I hope it was not very boring. Actually, it was pretty boring. There's no secret in it. It was that I just kept on going, and my only thing that was in my head that forced me to keep going is that I knew that this is just for 75 days. And I know that if I want to eat a chocolate bar, I can eat a chocolate bar after 75 days, whether I lost the weight before that or not. So that mindset helped me to go through, and maybe to help you to go through as well. Will I get back to the eating chocolate bars and everything and gaining weight after that? Probably not, because I feel the urge to work out every single day, and I really don't feel cravings for the food that much anymore. And for that reason, I started losing quite a lot of weight. And you could do the same thing for you as well. And I hope this helped, because yeah, healthy gamer is a happy gamer, and healthy content creator is a happy content creator. And I hope that you will be healthy and you'll be happy no matter what age you are. All this is what they think of being here with me. Like the video if you like, subscribe for more videos like this one, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.